welcoming everyone again for this wonderful Mridangam ensemble by students of Srinivasan. Srinivasan is a disciple of late Sri Kumbakonam Rajappa Iyer, very passionate to impart the art of Mridangam to the next generation. Please welcome these budding artists that are going to showcase their Mridangam expertise. Thank you very much.
Namaskaram, my name is Srinivasan and I'm a 6th grader at Wayzata East Middle School. As you all may know, the Mridangam is the chief percussion instrument in South Indian classical Carnatic music. It is mainly used as an accompanying instrument to accompany vocal, violin, dance, and other art forms. Today, we students of Sri V. Srinivasan will be performing a LayaVinyasam combining Mridangam and Kunakul. We have used design patterns such as longer adadis and other design structures to enhance our performance and make it more interesting. We have titled our piece 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9 because we've incorporated these numbers in our piece. I would like to encourage you all to figure out how we've done this. And we'll share our thoughts at the end. And without further ado, we present to you our ensemble LayaVinyasam. Thank you and namaskaram.
Takitatam,
tadom tadin tang tatadin tang tatadin din tang tatadin tadom tadom tadin tang tatadin tadom tadom tadin tang tatadin tadom tadom tatang tadom 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 tatagdina tam takadina tam takadina tam takita tam takita tam takita tam takata 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 tadam 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 tam 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 tatingina tam tatingina tam tatingina tam tam tatingina tam tatingina tam tatingina tam tam tatingina tam tatingina tam tatingina tam takadina tam takadina tam takita tam takita tam takatam takatam tadam tadam tam tam tatingina 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 tam tam tatingina 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 tam tam tatingina tam tatingina tam tatingina tam takadina tam takita tam takatam tadam tam tati tatingina tam tati tatingina tam tati tatingina tam tam tati tatingina tam tati tatingina tam tati tatingina tam tam tati tatingina tam tati tatingina tam tati tatingina tam din din tata din din tata din din tata din takadina din din
tata den tata den tata den dakadina den tata den tata den tata den dakadina den tata den tata den tata den dakadina den tata den tata den tata den tata den dakadina 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 den tata dakadina den tata dakadina den tata
din tata din tata din tata din takida takadina din tata din tata din tata din takida takadina din tata din tata din tata din takida takadina din tata din tata din tata din takida takadina din tata din takida takadina din tata din takida takadina din tata din takida takadina
din tata 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 din
So now is the quiz part. I think the intro that we started with, right? So the whole theme was 13579, right? And at least personally, I feel the best way to learn is to teach, right? With that in mind, I'm going to ask the kids to tell you how they interpreted 13579. So we'll start with 3. I don't know which are the 3. Oh, is it Devan? Yeah, okay. I'll give it to you, Devan. So what did you interpret from what we played? Why don't you share?
My name is David. I go to Ornum, and I've been learning for 7 years, and I'm in 6th grade. I noticed that when we played our LayaVinyasam for 13579, that for the 3 there was 2 different parts of a Jatrusa Tisram and a Tistam.
Maybe for the Tisram, Shraddha, if you can just show what we meant by Tisram, and then we'll also try and show. I think you all would have gotten it, but we'll still show a little bit so you understand. I mean, this is a unique opportunity, right, where we could have shown, saying 4, playing 3, or playing 3. I mean, we could do a few things. We'll show it again, then you can relate to what we did, right? So Shraddha, can you do the Tisram part? Just what do you think a Tisram is, and then an example of it, please.
Namaskaram, my name is Shraddha. I am in 7th grade and I go to Isaiah West Middle School. I've been playing for 6 years. In our piece, we presented Dishram with din, din, tata, din, din, tata, din, din, tata, din, din, tata, din. For the Dishram, we said 3 matre per aksharam in the entire Avartanam. And when you say 3 matre per aksharam in any talam, that makes up Dishram.
Good. Okay, can we quick demonstrate the Chatusra Tisram? Are you going to say the 3 or the 4? Go for it. Yeah.
4.
You add on. Yeah.
Takita tang, takita tang, takita tang, takita tang, takita tang, takita tang, takita ten, tang, takita ten, tang, takita ten, tang.
Yeah. So that was the 3. Then so then I don't know if it's coincidence or if I just did it like this, right? The 13579, there is an interpretation of that in the Korbai we played, right? So Madhavan, why don't you talk about that?
So for
So this is where we didn't rehearse enough, right? So I'm going to let him interpret. He had a totally different thing even in practice. Why don't you go there and then I will explain the other part.
Okay, so my name is Madhavan. I am 10 years old. I've been learning for 7 years and I'm in 5th grade. So I thought that it was sort of interesting how we said it was 13579 and then we also did it in that order. So 1 was the ta, di, dom, num in the beginning. And then 3 was the takita tanga, takita tanga, takita tanga, takita tanga. And then the 5 was the transitions that we did.
Okay. And then there is another piece, right? I think some of you, I think all of us know enough music, right? The core way we did, takadinna tam, takita tam, takatam, tadam, tam, tatti, ginna tum. So I cannot say the entire thing, but if you see the core way structure itself, right? The second half had 5, 7, 9, and each of it also had a tisram. That sort of accounted for 3, 5, 7, 9. And the 4 is universal, right? It was in the base motif of 4, right? So then for 5, not 5, 7, right? Yeah. Why don't you take a shot? Go for it. Oh, okay.
Namaskaram. My name is Janavi and I'm a senior at Wazara High School. I've been learning Mridangam for 7 years. So in our piece...
That's also 7.
In our piece, we incorporated 7 into our kurapu. So the sequence of numbers goes 2, 14, 1, 7, half, 3 and half, and then fourth and 1 3/4. So I'll demonstrate to you the first sequence, which is 2, 14. We start with 2 beats of tam, like this, tam. Then we continue with 14 beats of a pattern. So I'll say all 16 beats together, it should add up to 2 avartanams. Tam, takadina tam, tadam, takadina tam, takatam, takadina tam, takitatam, takadina tam, takadina tam. Now, the next sequence of numbers is 1, 7. So instead of 2 avartanams, we're going to have 1 avartanam. We only have 1 beat of tam this time. Tam, takadina tam, tadam, takadina tam, takatam, takadina tam, takita tam. And the pattern goes, the numbers reduce until we get to 1/4 and 1 3/4. At which point we say Tadinginatum.
Tadinginatum.
Tadinginatum. Tadinginatum.
Tadinginatum.
Anything to add? And 1/4 plus 1 3/4 is 2, and hence we repeat the pattern 4 times, and that comes to 1 avartanam. And of course, we couldn't do this performance without our 7 members, and that's the final piece where we had 7.
This is to say that I know the Misra Korapu is supposed to be special too, but what fascinates me most is this has all come for like 100, 200, whatever number of years. And in today's parlance, whoever built these structures, you would consider to be an illiterate. Right? It's just mind-boggling for me. This kind of an arithmetic to have been passed on for so many number of years and thought about so many number of years back is just astounding, right? So with that, 9 is even more special. I think, I won't break the suspense, but yeah.
So my name is Sricharan Kanajam. I'm a sophomore in Wazza High School. I've been learning Mridangam for 7-8 years. So the place where you find 9 is in the last chordway. Talanga tom tom kiradakadari kiradakatam. Talanga tom tom kiradakadari kiradakatam. Talanga tom tom kiradakadari kiradakatam. So the place we get 9 is Talanga tom kiradakadari kiradaka. So talanga tom is 3 matrai and tom kiradakadari kiradaka is 6 matrai. So 3 plus 6 is 9. So that's where we see it. It's 9.
Keep going.
Okay, sorry. So 3 plus 6, 9, right? Okay, got that right. Okay, so then, if you guys, so also in the second half of that same chord, we had tad din gin na tom tam. So tad di is 4 and tad din gin na tom is 5, which is also the other part of the 9. And if you guys notice, we actually put in highway numbers. So if we have talanga tom tom kiradakadari kiradaka tam tam. So talanga tom tom kiradakadari kiradaka is 6, right? And then the 4 is tam tam. So 64. 94, sorry, yeah. 94. And then we did talanga tom tom kiradakadari kiradaka tam. So talanga tom is 3, and then 9, and then 4. And then we did talanga tom, which is 6, and then So 694.
So that is our way of saying 94, 394, 694. Which is to say, thank you for Minnesota friends, right, for giving us all the opportunity. Did I take your part? Was that, this is again not well rehearsed, so was that, keep going. Okay, I think I stole his part. So thank you for that opportunity, right? The important thing is, if not for the performance, right, we can't come up with things like, I mean, as Shruti was talking about in the intro, if it was just a normal performance, you get at max 7 minutes of Avartanam or less, right? This pushed us to do more, pushed us to show more. They all practiced more, I thought more. So that's the presentation. And again, if you all were attentive, you would have asked us a question, which should have been,
What about 5?
I was completely unaware.
okay, what about 5 is the question.
Oh, I think Madhavan kind of like stole my part a little bit there. That's fine. Okay, we had 5 transitions, so that was fine. That was my part.
So 5 transitions as in, it's a little bit intricate, right? The movements where they moved, whoever was saying came forward. So those were 5 transitions there. So we didn't embed any other 5. So thank you.